So I just want to kind of talk about what's happened there on my last video, the SSRI video. I had a couple comments that were kind of, in my opinion, I feel these people didn't understand me in my video. Maybe I should have explained a little bit better. I don't know. But I feel like things were taken in the wrong way. And I just want to basically share where I stand from my standpoint. I was not trying to, be anybody's doctor. I got asked, what is your background? And I do have a background of mental health issues. I've been diagnosed with certain things. And I've taken many medications over the years, and some have not done anything for me. Some have actually made me worse. So I was merely making a suggestion that of course, you need to follow your own judgment of what feels right to you, but I just wanted to put the awareness out there for people that there are other alternatives to pharmaceutical medication in certain situations, depending on what your mental health issue is. Okay, like I said in my last video, the contraindications for mushrooms for psilocybin are schizophrenia and bipolar. If you have those two things, you definitely don't want to take mushrooms, okay? And obviously, you have to use some common sense. And, you know, common sense isn't very common anymore, but I did say at the beginning of my video to stop your SSRIs. Of course, you would need to taper off them and do it with, your doctor overseeing that to slowly taper off the medication, not to stop abruptly. That's not what I meant. I did that at the beginning, kind of as an entertainment type thing to make my video a little more interesting, okay? But definitely do not just stop your SSRIs abruptly or any medications that are for mental health issues abruptly. You definitely want to taper off them over a period of weeks, and you can get your doctor's advice for that. So I feel like my message was kind of taken out of context and it was taken very literally. Okay, but of course I wasn't able to explain every single detail in that video. Of course, you would need to do your own research, okay? Use your own judgment. If it doesn't feel right what I'm saying to you, then don't do it, okay? Nobody's telling you what to do. I'm merely making a suggestion of what other possibilities there may be out there for you to then do your further research to discover if it's right for you or not, okay? And to speak to other health practitioners if you choose to, whether that's your doctor or somebody that does psilocybin journeys or ayahuasca journeys. You could even talk to those people, get, different perspectives from different sides of the coin. You can talk to a naturopath. Whatever you feel is right for you, do that. Okay. I was just putting out some information that I know that I've discovered through my experience that's helped me, okay, with my anxiety and my depression quite a bit. So I wanted to share that positivity with all of you guys out there. And for some reason, you're misunderstanding me and my message, and you're taking it in a negative way. And that's not what it's intended to be. It's not a negative thing, okay? So I just wanted to clarify that. So hopefully you have a better understanding now for those of you that did comment on my video negatively and, question my background and my knowledge and, told me, oh, you shouldn't tell someone to stop their medication or and throw it out. Like, and yes, of course, if you're on other medications and you can't take mushrooms with your medications, then, don't do it, right? It's just as simple as that, okay? Ask your doctor first if you need to, but your doctor is going to tell you probably not to take mushrooms for one, your general practitioner. They're going to want to keep you on the pharmaceutical. So, you're going to have to talk to somebody else if you want to see if there's interactions between um, more natural remedies with your medications, okay? The best person for that I know of would be somebody that does psilocybin journeys or ayahuasca journeys. They generally have a good understanding of whether or not the mushroom or the ayahuasca is going to interact with your um, other pharmaceutical medications. All right, so with that being said, I hope I covered everything. I think I pretty much did. Obviously, if you guys have any questions, you can send a question down below in the comment section. Or if you need clarification, please ask me. Don't assume. And I just did want to say one other thing. There was a comment about if you have severe trauma that you should not do ayahuasca journeys, you should not do psilocybin journeys. I don't necessarily believe that to be true. I feel that, and I know this, that when you have trauma, it's actually really good to do these types of journeys, these ayahuasca journeys, these psilocybin journeys, because what it does help you do is it helps you to heal from that trauma. It helps you release that trauma, okay? That trauma that's affecting you on a day-to-day basis. It helps you to overcome it, okay? So, I don't necessarily believe in that if you have bad trauma not to do one. In fact, I encourage it maybe even more, but maybe to, when you end up booking something like this with a space holder or a facilitator, whoever's there to take care of you during the session, you can always talk to them about all these concerns you have. If you have bad trauma, I'm sure they would probably start you at a lower dose, that way, the experience isn't so intense for you, and you can mildly start to have a healing experience, okay? Instead of, bringing up all that trauma at once and it being overwhelming for you to deal with, they'd probably start you at a lower dose. That's what I'm thinking that's what would happen in this situation. Now, if there is somebody watching my video that does psilocybin or ayahuasca journeys, I would love to have your opinion on this. If you could comment maybe down below in the comment section. But would you say that for somebody that has severe trauma to start them at a lower dose, but that they can still do a psilocybin or an ayahuasca journey? I would love to hear that information. Okay. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope this was helpful, and I hope I clarified some things and made things a little bit more understandable. Okay, so I will see you guys on the next one. Love and light. Take care. Bye.